I'd like to use this design to demonstrate the value of polar tracking. A row of paving bricks, 450 mil square, have been placed by eye. It's a lot easier to use polar tracking for this. So I've made a different version of the block or the paver. It's 450 wide. We're going to add a gap and then we'll copy across using polar tracking. We reach polar tracking via drafting settings and we set distance step on. So I've just taken a stab at this one. We'll say 470 is the 450. So we're saying there's a 20 millimeter gap between the two pavers. That may not be the precise gap that you would achieve, but let's demonstrate by setting that at 450 and we'll turn it on. So tracking's on, distance step is on, we can OK it. I'll also put ortho on because we know what to run this row horizontally. So we select the paver and we copy it. And you may notice that as I move, the paver simply jumps to the next point, and that's controlled by that setting. And you do need to be a little bit careful with your mouse positioning. So there's the row completed. Not quite so well. It's a little easier to do than do it by eye. You could do the same thing with the buxus. See how the buxus row here goes off a little, and we could move the buxus. I'll take ortho off now. I'll take, it's F8 key to do that, and polar off just for the moment. And we'll put our buxus here. Copy it. Position it there, the spot we want. And what we need to do is get some sort of reasonable distance. So we'll copy it again and we'll come across here. This time I'll put ortho on, and of course our distance step is still operational. So let's say 170 or something like that. Just experiment. I could measure it, of course. OK that. Now let's just try that. Again, we've got ortho on, polar we want on, pick it and copy it. And across it goes. A little neater and easier, I think, than placing these by eye. And we can use these techniques to build up content really quite quickly. Let's remove that block, and we want to select that group that we've just used. So I'll shift key down and then copy, and remember that polar is on, so we can come down and just copy the whole group, and we can do the same through here. So I hope that helps show the value of the step size, and going to options is pretty important.